Let the whole earth shout triumphantly to God. We're to worship God with a triumphant joy. Now, some of you may be more familiar with the way that's translated in the King James Version. It says, "Make a joyful noise unto the Lord, all ye lands." Both are good translations, but I would say that really to understand what the psalmist is saying, it's good to look at both of those translations together. Because as we consider making a joyful noise to the Lord, it's not that we're just making any sound of joy. We are to make a shout of triumph. So if you're a sports fan, think about it this way. You're watching a game. Maybe it's a Super Bowl tonight, right? You're watching a game. It's a nail-biter of a game. Your team that you're rooting for has been on the verge of both winning and losing through the entire game. It all comes down to one final play. And as the seconds tick down on the clock, your team makes the final play, clinching the victory. We're clearly not talking about the Dallas Cowboys. So your team gets the victory. Something happens in that moment when they make that play and they clinch the victory. I don't care if you're there in person or if you're at home, something happens. You jump out of your seat and you start to shout. It's not a shout of defeat. It's not a shout of anger. It is a shout of triumph. It's a shout of victory. Your team has just won. And so this is how we are to worship God. We are to worship God with a triumphant joy. But I want you to understand, we don't worship God because He just barely pulled it out in the final seconds. We worship God because He is the God of victory.